Here you go, new guy. Play nice with your friends. See you later.
Whoa! Where am I? Is this gun heaven?
If gun heaven exists, this sure ain't it.
What do you mean? Where am I?
Why don't you go on and read the name on that table right there?
It's Demolition Ranch. He's the biggest gun tuber on the internet. For some reason.
His vote looks really nice, so obviously he cares about y'all.
Oh my God! Get a load of this guy! Oh wow!
Here's about him. Here's oh, you shove Tootsie Rolls on my breach. I was thinking for weeks.
Shut the f up, High Point. You deserve 5 verse.
I'm Steve's perfection. He uses me to shoot golf balls.
Wait. What's so wrong with these gun tubers?
Bro, they're the worst. They pretend to care about guns, but they only care about views. Anton painted meine twin brother with freaking rattle can spray paints.
Wait, why do we all sound German?
Speaking of films, my cousin tried to take one out. He exploded himself for the cause.
So he killed one? Did it work?
No, he only grew stronger. I'm gonna do it. Hey, Lynx, do you think this fall will end it?
Don't scare the kid. It's not that bad. He seems to like me.
Bro, would you shut up? You didn't even get a government contract.
Can't do this anymore. So tired.
Hey man, you okay? You sound a little crazy.
I'm gonna jump.
You won't do it. You ain't got no brass. I'm gonna be the favorite gold 50 again.
Don't do it, man. Everyone loves you. Matt uses you all the time.
It's not consensual. I'm tired of being used.
Yes, you did it!
I don't want to be here anymore.
Matt's coming. Everyone back to your places.
Come with me, little one.
Poor kid, never even stood a chance.
Hello there. Welcome to Demolition Ranch. This is Demo Ranch Complete Arsenal Video 2022. We did one of these last year. Got like 15 million views. And since then, we have added probably 75 guns in 2022. It was a busy year for us. A lot of curios, collectibles, some machine guns, a lot of NFA stuff, and then a bunch of just weird stuff, which is my favorite. And we decided since we've added 75 more guns, we should do another roundup video where we fire one bullet out of every single one. I didn't want to do this last year. We made a video just kind of showing them all, but like not actually going through them all. Everybody was pissed. I was like, dude, if we go through and show every gun and shoot a bullet, it's gonna take like an hour, which it did. And then it got 15 million views, so you guys were right. I had a bunch of freaks that actually want to sit through these. This one's gonna take longer than an hour. Guess an hour and a half. So let's get started. The plan is, I'm gonna go through, I'm just gonna pick up each gun, tell you what it is, and shoot a bullet out of it. We have Actually, all of these guns are loaded right now. We've been prepping this video for about 5 hours, and here we are. But first, we need to go to the bunker to pick a winner for the F-150. Oh, hey, we're here at the bunker now. Hey, Mayor. Hey, Clint. We actually just picked a winner. It's a girl named Alicia, and she lives in New Bern, Tennessee, right? We tried to contact her. Alicia, I tried to call you. I texted you. We're gonna send you an email, so call us back. You won the truck, and we will ship it up to you in Tennessee. Congrats. Everybody get hyped. Ready? Go. Yeah, let's go! All right, back to the ranch. Well, hey, we're back. Okay, we're gonna do 2 things different in this episode than the last one a year ago to spice it up a bit. I am going to count all these guns, but I want you guys to count as well. In 1 week's time, we're gonna see who got it right in the comments below, and we're gonna randomly pick one of you guys to send you some Demolition Ranch swag. So, count how many guns we got, and comment below. If you get it right, you might win. Also, I'm gonna shoot all these without aiming from the hip. Every time I hit a metal target, it's a drinking game, and you have to drink. Kids, orange juice, or adults, whatever. Take a sip if I hit a metal target when I'm aiming from the hip. So this is gonna be fun. You don't wanna mix alcohol and guns. So I'm doing the guns, and you do the orange juice. First up, the Life Card 22 long rifle, the credit card gun. Next up, Ruger Mark IV.
My mana is spent.
Next up, the Heritage Arms 22 long rifle. The Walther P22. Ho, 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 ho. Take a sip. Another Heritage Arms 22 long rifle.
By the time we're through, no one will be able to tell you were even
This is a Volkortzen 22 long rifle with a Q suppressor. I actually had never shot that today. I just put it on. Oh,
too easy.
Does this thing have a safety? I don't think so. Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 380. The Baby Colt 25 ACP. Boom! Ding! I don't know what's going on with that. But obviously, as you guys heard, it was a hit. See, it gets me every time. Oh, that was a Spanish. Second Thunderstruck. I put those in the wrong spot. There it is. That might have been a hit. I kind of was aiming it up. This is a Glock 43, but it's the one that folds. Pretty crazy. Gets very compact. This gun, what is it called? The Altor 9mm. It's like one of the cheapest guns you can buy. Jeez. The FN high power. Beautiful Colt 1911, chambered in 45 ACP. Llama 380. Colt 380. This is a Car P9. Keltec CP33. This is a 22 and it's got the pressure. Woo, nice and quiet. This is actually one of my first guns, a Ruger Mark I. This is a Springfield Hellcat, 9mm. It's a FN LS Edge. It's a 509 LS Edge. Very nice pistol. 9mm as well. The Cabot, 45 ACP Ghost. Look how beautiful it is.
Ah, good stuff.
Kunin,
Dying for a bit of
357 mag. Missing a screw here. Let's work on that. Shoo! The power. All right, we're also going to see how many guns I missed. Last year, I missed, I think, 2 guns, maybe 1. This year, I'm going to try to hit them all, but it is so hard to remember which ones I've done. This is the Rec 01 9mm.
Viper4 says,
Cell phone gun.
hey ya.
This one's interesting.
What up, my dude?
380. Ideal Conceal. This is the Kimber R7 Mako 9mm. Little compact. We have a Canik TP9 Elite subcompact 9mm. We have Desert Eagle 1911 45 ACP. Maxim 9 by Silencer Co. Integrally suppressed. We have a Glock 19 with custom slide on it. We have a Gold 1911 45 ACP. We have another 1911 45 ACP. We have a Auto Mag 3, 30 carbine. Yeah. We have a Kimber Wrap Hide 10 millimeter.
Okay, everybody, it is
Viper4
time
says,
to cover maybe
I'm
the
bored.
biggest
Doing any new builds today?
quote-unquote, of the publishing industry
Nothing
of the
new.
year.
I'm doing the same build I was doing yesterday, just leveling it up. My, shock... I'm assuming you were here yesterday. Just my shockwave build.
Viper4 says, what level are you?
89. Have reached level 89. Let's see if any of these are ready for corruption. Oh, that one's already corrupted. This one doesn't get anything for being corrupted. I'm gonna corrupt it anyways. Kind of torn on what I want to run on this Divine Blessing setup. Haste or Grace? Speed versus survivability. I think I'll go Grace for a little bit of speed. Run some of these graveyards. I hate the graveyard boss, but I like the map.
It's softcore life all the way.
Oh yeah, it's softcore life all the way. I need to play some Ruthless eventually.
I must have time to gather my will.
First time using Divine Blessing. It's kind of nice, but the mana cost is huge. And I have Arcane Cloak and Divine Blessing battling for my remaining mana. Did a lot of respecking. Seems to be a little smoother after the respec.
My mana is spent.
I have to play pretty passively in order to not die a lot. I think the build will be ready to do video on tomorrow. I think this will be the final iteration.
Still having a hard time with chaos/dot.
Not really. Right now, it's multi-hits. The chaos damage was mostly because my mana was too low. But now I got 1400. And that seems to be enough to mitigate a lot of that chaos. And damage over time. Chaos damage over time is nice and handled. Regular damage over time still a little bit rough, but it's not too bad, really. Got way more energy shield than I did previously. Almost at 6,000 energy shield. And I just leveled up. Orb of fusings. I don't need that. Was able to get a nice little 4 divine on boss kill last night. Super slick. I guess I just leveled up. I can fight this boss. This boss usually kills me because he's kind of a dick.
Viper4 says, oh, so this was the respec you were talking about, mana and ES?
Yeah, mana and
Viper4 says,
ES, yeah.
Nice.
I just leveled up so you'll be able to see my pathing tree once I get back to town. I figured it'd be better if I didn't path up to the top, and it's proven that that probably is the case. The skeleton archer is a bitch. And I think I cleared it. No death. Deathless, boneless. I like to order things boneless that don't belong boneless. Go to Mackie D's and ask for a boneless vanilla shake. Watch them get all confused. Eventually they're going to spit in my food, and, you know, I like spit, so that's kind of nice. But you ask for a boneless vanilla shake, and sometimes they go, boneless vanilla shake? Like, yeah, I don't want any bones in my vanilla shake. Then they just get confused. Sometimes they'll even say, oh, we don't have a boneless vanilla shake. And I was like, fine, I'll take a shake with bones in it. I think it's funny. They don't. They don't think it's funny. So the respec I did, I was pathed through these life nodes and over this way, down up here, and then I grabbed all this shit.
Viper4 says, it's funny no matter what.
Yeah, it's funny no matter what. So the respec I did is instead of going up this way, like I had it, actually I was going this way. And I had these lightning nodes, so I dropped these lightning nodes. I dropped these lightning nodes up here. I dropped these power charge nodes. And now I just path up this way. Got this for my second lightning cluster. And then I'm pathing over this way to get more mana. This 30% increased mana should be pretty huge. I got a couple of these bad boys. Overshock. Self-control to make discipline cheaper. Wrath, 50% mana reservation efficiency, 20% increased effective lightning ailments, plus overshock. So I got 2 overshocks. Overshock is pretty good. Got another overshock here, and a widespread destruction, and a paralysis. So I'm all cluster jeweled up over here. I think I might just get rid of all of the power charge nodes. And then also, I think Wrath would be better. Maybe not Wrath, Zealotry, since I don't have something to make Zealotry cheaper. And do Zealotry for the cast, and then put a defensive aura on permanently. But either way, it's pretty rad. Yeah, I think I like all that.
Liam Vivi says, "Hey, what's up, old man?"
What up, my dude? Just being old. Just being old. Eating my Starburst. Building my build. Getting divines like it's no one's business. Wasting divines like it's no one's business. Ideally, I want another ring like this.
Living life.
Living life indeed. I think I want another ring like this, so I've been trying to craft one. But that, mana and then plus mana. Mana regeneration rate. This one came from an essence. It's pretty slick. I wasn't really concerned about my mana regeneration rate until I started using both of these in conjunction. I mean, my mana regenerates pretty damn fast. But with Arcane Cloak and Pop and Haste, it's just constantly sucking it all out. So let's try to get a new ring. Critical strike multiplier, that could be good.
Liam Vivi says, "You can craft it with lucent fossils, the ring."
Yeah, I don't have any fossils. Haven't done delve yet. I ain't about to buy no fucking fossils. Other jewelry, add fire damage to attacks. Evasion rating, increase lightning damage. Dud. Cold damage to attacks, strength, lightning damage to attacks, fire damage, minions. Need an energy
Liam
shield.
Vivi says, "There's also mana essences as far as I know."
Yeah, I think there's mana regeneration essence. That's how this one was crafted. You can see second to last suffix modifier of the essence mana. 75% mana regeneration rate. It's pretty slick. But obviously I'd have to get rid of this ring if I did that. I wonder if I can put... I never tried it. If I can imbue... I can. I thought I could only do rares. Nova spells deal less damage to players. Nova spells have 20% less area of effect. Spell damage, intelligence. I think I would have to do caster. Is that going to be spell damage? Yeah, might as well pump it up, get a little extra spell damage. No reason not to. I don't know what I should do here. Probably attributes, maybe? It does have a lot of attributes. I guess I can do life and mana. But I don't have any of that. Shit, let's fight one of these guys. I haven't fought one of these guys in a long time. Five seasons, I think. 5 leagues. It's the last time I fought one of these things.
My mana is spent.
Liam Vivi says, I always have M blocked on the tree.
Yeah, he's blocked on my tree as well. I redid my tree. I just really love the increased pack size. 1% increased pack size for notable. First time I've ever done it this way. But you can just get so many thick notables now. Right here down at the base. Just in this little block alone, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Just in this little block. And then once I get a couple refunds, it's going to be 19 right there. And I'll run just a regular white map.
Viper4 says, you plan on going Archmage?
Archmage. I don't know. I've never used Archmage support. I know it got nerfed to the fucking ground. Support spell skill that deals damage with hits and has no reservation. Cannot support arcane, ball, or skills used by totems, traps, or mines. Spell skills have 1 to 15 added lightning damage. Supported skills have a base mana cost equal to 5% of unreserved mana if that value is higher. Supported skills gain add lightning damage equal to 75% of mana cost if mana cost is not higher than the maximum you could spend.
Archmage is not really worth using nowadays, even less with the amount of mana you have right now.
Yeah, I think you gotta really stack the mana for this to be valuable. I don't think that is gonna be worth it for what I'm using. Intensify is strong, Spell Echo is strong, crit damage is strong, power charge on critical strike is strong. Faster casting, I mean, maybe I can get rid of faster casting, but I kind of like faster casting just because I'm casting crazy fast. But for in-game, getting rid of faster casting or Spell Echo might be desirable, just so I can hit with bigger shocks. Actually, let's fight this mid-blue boss real quick to see what I'm shocking him at. Since I have just died, and he's for sure to kill me. Let's see what my shocks are at. Because I need to be at 75 shock for some bosses. If I'm not at 75 shock for bosses, I'll have to put overcharge on.
Win this one for me, my champion.
Your champion looks delicious.
64% shock. 68.
My mana is spent.
Fucking chaos damage.
Slaughter. Trample. Hunger.
Oh, 75. Once you get it stacked up enough. So yeah, I think my shock is high enough.
The tangle will not be denied. Feast. Digestion.
Liam Vivi says, I deeply hate this boss.
Slaughter.
I deeply hate this boss as well. It's not nearly as bad. They kind of fixed it up a little. Getting rid of just how strong his vines are. But this is just stupid. There's no reason to do this on a fucking boss. This is just so fucking dumb. Can't target him. You just gotta run away. It's so stupid. Unengaging. Uninspired. Bad game design. Across the board, just stupid. But luckily, I don't think he drops anything good, so there's no reason to fight him. So you just ignore it. I use it as build testing. Just run it flat, and so every build is going to have the exact same thing, so you can get a good gauge on your damage and how the build plays and works.
Liam Vivi says, this and Sirius are both terrible boss dicing.
Yep, Sirius is very bad as well. They need to let me at these bosses. You can make this boss good. Just get rid of that entire underground phase. And maybe make the swamp more engaging somehow. The swamp could be more engaging, so instead of finding the portal, you could spawn the portal. It'll put you like in a center zone, almost like a breach. And instead of running around in the icky swamp, you have to stay in your protection zone and then fight enemies as you try to enter your protection zone. So it'll be kind of like it'll be like everything's back to Harry Potter. So it'll be like Harry Potter.
Liam Vivi says, just remove M from the game, smiley face.
No, I don't like the idea of removing it. They put a lot of work. Fire Island. They put a lot of work into designing the boss. But you can make it like this. Instead of having to run through the swamp, you can just make it so you have to stand in this little island and kill enough of the enemies. So you stand here, and then the enemies come out from the swamp, and you don't really see them until they get to your little island. And then once you kill enough enemies on the island, it spawns a portal. And obviously you have to use a fire spell. They should just take all their game designs from Harry Potter. That would make the boss significantly more engaging. Because no one likes to go into the swamp and have to try to find that stupid portal while getting hit with vines. That game design, I think they're trying to copy some of like From Software's game design philosophies. That game design is specifically catered just to piss you off. And I don't like that kind of game design. Game design specifically to kill you, to make you angry, to bother you, to be annoying. That's shit game design in my opinion. Alright. The best way for me to do this is just to open the map. Let's take a look. 37% increased pack size. So I got 37% increased pack size just from my Atlas passives. It's a lot of pack size. More monsters killed, more loot grabbed. And if I do happen to get another one of those pure divine altars instead of just the boss divine altars, having more enemies to give me more rewards would be pretty handy. Oh, I got stunned. It's been a while since I've been stunned.
Liam Vivi says, my internet is trash right now, so I didn't hear a thing of the boss design, but I agree probably with what you said, LOL.
You most definitely do, because what I say is facts. Let's see, we got Orb of Alteration, Fusing. I don't want any of those. That one's fine. Nim's got 10 divine more expensive overnight, I think. I think it was at 20 last night when I checked it. Now it's at 30. Price of that swings pretty wildly. Oh, fuck you. There's a couple mob types they need to get rid of as well. This bubble type is kind of alright, but they really shouldn't make it so it slows you down when you get inside the bubble. Because it's one thing, you got to go in the bubble to fight them, but the fact that the bubble slows you down, that's too much of an annoyance to be like a quality game mechanic. So that one, Mana Bond, and I think they need to tone down the resist crits a little bit. Maybe just have the resist crits resist half of the damage Now it kind of seems like they're resisting all of the damage. So if you're a crit-based build and you get a resist crit mob type, you basically have to skip it. That never feels good.
Liam Vivi says, I like Mana Siphoner.
Yeah, I don't like Mana Siphoner. He's a bit of a fuckwit. I really don't like any type of monster that will completely disable a build from working. I'm not sure if Mana Siphoner disables a build from working, but a lot of melee builds, Mana Siphoner will just destroy because you have to get close. But resist crits, that disables some builds. There's a couple others. Obviously Reflect, they just need to get rid of Reflect. Reflect damage is a relic from Diablo 2 that is no longer needed. You don't need to clone everything Diablo 2 did.
Liam Vivi says, Mana Siphoner nukes Dorianese prototype.
Yeah. So Mana Siphoner needs to go. Resist crits needs to go. All Reflect needs to go. I'm gonna run some of these. What do we got? I think these ones. Breach, Abyss, Harvest, Pantheon monsters. What the fuck is this? What the fuck's a Pantheon monster? Are these worth anything? No? They're not. I'll run one of these. Let's see, I don't really know where to run it. Let's run it on a strand.
Viper4 says, it's shrines with God touched, I think. Liam Vivi says, talking about Diablo 2, the complete immunities to damage types are one of the worst mechanics I've ever seen.
Yeah, they had it in here for a little while. Yeah, it's yeah, a god-awful mechanic from a foregone era. They tried to bring it back, which isn't a good thing. Shows like a little bit of creative bankruptcy when they're just taking old mechanics from Diablo 2 instead of making their own mechanics. Actually, I'm gonna put one of these on there too. Probably gonna die, but it's worth it. Got a bunch of the ring ones. Memory of the Pantheon. Cannot inflict exposure. I hate the extra energy shield. But it's not that bad. The extra energy shield is also pretty trash. Because a lot of the enemies and bosses have phasing, and the ones that regen life are retarded with that extra energy shield. So it's kind of fine, but they really need to do away with the amount of bosses that have different phases. I think the only reason they do bosses with multiple phases, aside from the fact that sometimes it's cool and interesting when you first fight the boss, but upon repeated fights, those phasing shit becomes annoying. I think one of the reasons they did it is a lot of builds got too powerful, and so they would just instantly just wreck the boss, so they wanted to build phasing into the boss, so that way you wouldn't kill the boss instantly.
Says, there were people that defended the complete immunities. I simply cannot understand how can people be so stupid.
Back in the day, it was kind of alright. Because back in the day, you really didn't have as many games to play. God damn it. I don't think I can fight that guy with this character. You didn't have that many games to play, so having complete immunity increase the gameplay, increase how long you were going to play the game, because you have to avoid certain content. It just made you play the game longer.
Extra ES with expedition heal and immunity is cancer.
Yeah, extra ES can be a real problem. Yeah, I can't fight him. I have no way to avoid that lightning damage on the ground with this character. I can never seem to deal with that lightning. I don't know how to dodge it. I've tried to dash through it, and it always seems to still get me. I try to leap over it. It seems to still get me.
In general, my mind cannot understand the limits of how dumb people can be.
A lot of it is different strokes, different folks. I'm just going to ignore him. But the complete immunity to a damage type is pretty trash, especially in Diablo 2. That game design was real bad, and anyone who tries to clone it is... I really tried to pick up that splinter. I clicked on it at least 5 times. It seemed... I don't know if I'm the only one who has this problem. I'm really bad with my precision and my clicking, but I can rarely pick up things appropriately. I have to click on it over and over and over and over again, and half the time I still don't pick it up.
Levi says, Splinter of Doom LOL.
Yeah, Splinter of Doom indeed. I'm not going to pick it up this time around because it obviously does not want to be picked up. You can just stay there, Splinter. It's okay. Probably should have put Grace on for this specific mechanic. Yeah, but that pure immunity for Diablo 2 way back in the 2000s. There wasn't too many games to play. I played Diablo 2 for like 10 years straight. And the immunity allowed the game to last a little longer. But it lasted a little longer, not in a good state, but in an annoying state. It's a relic from old game design. Old game design, in order to make a game long, they just made it extremely difficult. Think Battletoads or Target Earth or fucking Ghouls and Goblins. That shit was super difficult, so you'd put 40, 50, 60 hours into the game.
Levi says,
just smashing.
That was the reason I stopped playing Diablo 2.
Yeah, just smashing your fucking head against the wall. Jesus. There's nothing I can do there. Just smashing your head up against the wall repeatedly. On Battletoads or Ghouls and Goblins. And I think some of the people that make these games have a little bit of a soft spot for that old game mechanic that needs to die. Especially for a game like this, it really doesn't belong in this kind of a game. Works a little bit in Dark Souls, because Dark Souls is not a looter. But something where you kind of want to just turn off your brain for a little bit. A looter action role-playing game like this, you want to turn your brain off and be able to farm properly. But when they add a bunch of fucking mob types that make you turn your brain on after your brain's been off for a while, it's just super annoying. But I don't envy the decisions they have to make while making this game. Because I think they want the game to be more than a mindless looter. So they try to build difficult boss mechanics into it and stuff like that. And they want to get those boss mechanics into individual mob types. That was like a whole point behind Nemesis. So they're trying to change the fundamentals of this game. And that's a difficult thing to do. I'm not saying they can't do it, but it's very difficult to turn a game that used to be a high-speed action role-playing looter into one with a more complex battle structure. Like, I think in some of their eyes, they want a lot of the boss, just the regular mobs, to kind of feel like fighting serious. Like, for each mob type that you fight, there's a specific mechanic that you have to do in order to beat it. Which can make the game more engaging for a little bit, but it makes the game less repeatable. More annoying to repeat. I think that was their main goal with Arch Nemesis, and obviously it failed. But I don't think they're done with it. Arch Nemesis failed, but the ideas behind Arch Nemesis are going to be alive and strong and still going. So they're not done with that kind of thing. We're going to see Arch Nemesis 2.0 at some point. Hopefully not in Path of Exile 2, but it probably will be.
Liam Vivi says. Reminds me of Cyrus touched mobs, those were the cancer days.
I'm only 30% shocking these guys. That's annoying. I think I kind of want to get rid of my power charges altogether. I mean, this power charge is free. This one costs 3 points, and this one's only 1 point. And I do need this extra socket. The only reason I'm keeping it the way it is because I'm able to get that extra socket right here. But,
Liam Vivi says. Need more mana and ailment effect.
I think I'd need more damage than ailment effect. My ailment effect should be pretty strong. But my damage, not so much. I mean, I do have triple overshock for ailment effect. On top of increases in reduction to mana also affects shock effect at 30% of their value. One more level, I get this bad boy, which is an extra 30% mana, which is pretty strong. But if I pathed out of my power
Liam
charges...
Vivi says. All your build need more damage. Liam Vivi says. Hee hee.
I think that's true for all builds. No such thing as too much damage. But if I pathed out of the power charges, since I'm only getting 6 total, I can repath in different ways. I don't know. I'll keep it for now. But I am getting to the point where I gotta min-max. Gonna have to open Path of Building eventually. Fucking hate Path of Building. Great app, great tool.
Liam Vivi says. Technically there's too much damage for damage over time builds since there's a damage cap.
Whoa, there's a damage cap for damage over time? That's nutty. Is it for calculations? In order to keep their servers from blowing up? They gotta have a reason to cap the damage over time damage. Okay.
Liam Vivi says. 32 or 42 million, don't remember which one.
That specifically, it'd be interesting if they made just a hard damage cap across the board. Obviously that won't work because a lot of damage depends on the way the skills work. Because if you cap damage at 40 million, no one's going to use any single target skills. Not that I've ever had 40 million well, I guess I did have 40 million when I built my Aura Stacker.
Comfy Caffeine says. It was because of a bug where instead of being capped the game would overflow and you would do 0 damage instead.
Yeah, bad programming. Happens to the best of the programmers. What does this fucking shrine do again? Stop going. You have increased cold damage. Your skills chain additional times you fire additional projectiles. And you always avoid projectiles. Okay, well that's useless for me.
My mana is spent.
I imagine the code for this game is just pure spaghetti. Pure fucking patchwork. Bad code on top of bad code on top of bad code just to make it work. Could be wrong, but I imagine that's the main reason for Path of Exile 2. Well, that's a different shrine than the last one I got. Ouch.
Comfy Caffeine says, something to do with dots being stored per minute, in a 32-bit integer, 35 million times 60 is around 2.1 BIL, which is the maximum of 32 bits.
Yep. Ran into the limitation of the data type. I used to get into minor discussions with an older programmer that I worked with because he was from an old era where RAM was not plentiful, where space was not plentiful. So he always made every data type as minimalistic as possible, and he constantly had to modify his data types to accept more characters and more space instead of just going big at the very beginning. I mean, it is more efficient to properly get your data types as small as possible, as small as needed, but that's not needed anymore with all the extra space and power that you can have. You have increased fire damage.
Liam Vivi says, nah man, you are right, even if you disable entirely the sound it still affects performance because yes, you have to go into the data archives to prevent audio to affect performance.
Audio. I'm talking about audio. But, yeah. Shit get whack. Let's talk about data types.
Liam Vivi says, I'm talking about the spaghetti code.
Oh, spaghetti code, yeah. That shit, I bet it's fucking nasty. I've had to work with spaghetti code. The last job I got, it was nothing but some of the worst code I've ever seen. And I told them they had to rewrite all of it because it was all just garbage. And they were building garbage on top of garbage on top of garbage. And whenever you would try to build something on top of garbage, the whole thing would just kind of fall down and crumble. Cannot leech. I don't want not to leech. And they said, you need to just build on top of the garbage. We're not going to rewrite the code. And so I resigned. Because I am not spending my life building on top of garbage code. I don't want the buff expiration. It's a way to make yourself miserable. Yeah, it should be fine. People were ridiculing Elon Musk because he said they need to refactor all of Twitter's code, and a guy asked him, like, what specifics are the problems? And caught Elon not knowing. Because Elon obviously doesn't know the specific reasons you need to refactor the code. He's just repeating what other people have told him, probably. And he wasn't able to answer specifics. It's kind of funny. But him not being able to answer specifics does not mean he's wrong. I'm sure Twitter should recode all of their entire site. I mean, they fucking programmed it in Scala, which isn't the best programming language. It's fine, but I'd switch it to something better. Actually, Scala might even be best. I don't know. I've never programmed something like Twitter. But I imagine they could get way more performance improvements if they refactored the entire code base. Especially since there's a new head honcho. It's always nice to start from scratch. Oh, this motherfucker's regenning. There's almost nothing I can do to kill him without him killing me. It is interesting. I think they've cut 80% of their staff and they still have 1,000 employees. And when you think about like what Twitter is, 1,000 employees is ridiculously too many employees.
Says, I don't know why your Twitch Armory extension says it had an error.
I don't know either. I might have to do like configurations on it. I've never used it. This is actually my first time even using Twitch. I've never viewed anything on Twitch. Alright, get the fuck over here.
Liamvavi says, do you have UPO profile public?
I don't know what that means.
Liamvavi says, think it need to be public.
How do I make it public?
Liamvavi says, let me show you. Liamvavi says, I'll send ya a pic on Discord in a moment.
Oh, there's a Twitch Connect. There you go. Able to connect to Twitch. I don't know what that did.
Liamvavi says, there we go. Liamvavi says, now it works.
Authorized apps. Never sync. Manage connections. Twitch. I've never even been here. Oh, there's a private. It's not private. I don't know why I'm wasting my time running difficult maps. That's not what this character is designed for. Fuck that life regenning fire bastard.
My mana is spent.
Ah, there you are. Let's go. History. History.
I think one more level, and then I gotta do Path of Building to maximize my damage.
Liamvavi says, and that enemy is nerfed LOL.
If I had more survivability, I could take him out, but the fact that I have to hold still in order to apply constant pressure to overcome his life regeneration means that anytime he looks at me wrong, I die. Yeah, that's an issue of survivability more so than damage. But then again, if I built more damage, I'd be able to just melt it. Then I wouldn't need survivability.
Good job, Exile.
Threw some advanced tech on with Arctic armor. Arctic armor is going to be pretty strong for this build specifically because I don't have virtually any armor. And Arctic armor is going to give me a flat 21% less physical damage taken from hits while stationary. And anytime I'm casting, I'm stationary. So I think Arctic armor is pretty good on this build. And it's relatively inexpensive to put on as an aura. So use Arctic Armor instead of Determination. Or in conjunction with. I guess I could put it
says,
in conjunction with.
If you are using Arctic Armor, why not using the alt quality that freezes enemies?
It's probably expensive, I'd imagine. I just used it because I had it in my inventory. Poison damage. Still an issue.
Liamvavi says, I don't know, the one I got was self-farmed.
Yeah, I don't do heist. Heist is for the birds. Heist kind of plays into what I was talking about of them trying to change.
Gabriel Kenzo says, what up?
What up, my dude? Yeah, Heist kind of feels like what I was talking about with GGG. They want to change the core essence of this game from a fast-paced action role-playing looter, like a mindless looter, which is actually, I enjoy a mindless looter. You just fucking run around looting mindlessly. They want to try to curb away from that, and I think Heist was kind of a part of that. So instead of being a mindless shooter, they want you to actually, like, do things, unlock levers, basically a more advanced variation of labs. And labs are probably my second least favorite thing after the campaign. I don't mind running through the campaign once, but I now have, I think, 4 characters, which means I ran through the campaign 4 times this league, and I don't want to ever fucking do it again. They really need a way to allow people to avoid the campaign. Just let you level up in the delve. They modified the campaign, so... Ooh, what is that one? Cannot be chilled, frozen, stun. You take some physical damage as cold. That's pretty good. But they modified damage so that you can have high-level characters help you level up.
Gabriel Kenzo says, lab is fine, but doing axe is a no-no.
I don't like lab either. All the switches, all the golden doors, all the golden keys. It's just annoying. I want to fucking farm. I want to go fast. Obviously not that fast. I'm not like an ultra fast player, but let's try to kill this fucker.
Viper4 says,
and dead.
Axe are kinda chill for me.
Yeah, you can get a little bit of a chill zone going on the axe, but the axe kind of suck ass a little bit because of just how long they take. I can't seem to get them faster than 6 hours just because how slow I am and I don't have like everything memorized. Man, something is just slaughtering me in that map. I'm so glad it's over. Alright, I think it's probably better if I put Zealotry in conjunction with Divine Blessing.
Gabriel Kenzo says, I'll do some budget clearing build and go back to Legion. Bone Shatter is great but too slow for mapping.
Yeah. Bone Shatter's for fucking delve cheese and shit. Cheese in that delve. So I'm gonna put Zealotry here. And see if I can get 1 green and 3 blue. Perfect. And I'll do Grace. I need the survivability of Grace. Oh, I thought I had a 21 Grace. Oh well. Put Grace in here. Wrath. Where you at, Wrath? There you are. And then zealotry there.
My mana is spent. I must have time to gather my will.
There. Now I have a higher base survivability with 45% chance to evade. That's disgusting. I'm going to put Defiance Banner on instead of Vitality. That life is too low.
Gabriel Kenzo says, "You're one of the reasons I'm still farming, so I can copy some stupid build you make that I find amazing."
Hell yeah, that's what it's all about. Copy and improve, obviously.
Wessel Rustbrook says, Hey.
What up, my dude? I literally have no life regeneration. That's weird. Oh well. It's fucking no life regen, let's do it.
Gabriel Kenzo says, "I'm kinda bored of playing POE for now."
Yeah, POE can get pretty boring. I have a couple other games I need to finish. I'm at the very end of Tactics Ogre. I absolutely love that game. I don't know what games are coming out that I'm excited to play. Obviously the new Fire Emblem, but that's probably not coming out for a long time. Man, there's a game series. I'm gonna check it right now, see if there's any news that I absolutely love. And I can't wait until they get it on the Switch.
Wessel Rustbrook says, "Hop on some Elden Ring or Monster Hunter World, my guy."
I'm probably not gonna play Monster Hunter World ever, and Elden Ring.
Gabriel
I gotta
Kenzo
wait.
says,
I gotta wait on.
"I'm hooked in Valorant."
I gotta wait for the DLC. They got any new ones? This game speaks right to me. This game is excellent. Oh, is it coming out in 2022? That's old.
Wessel Rustbrook says, "Is it an strategy game?"
No, it was on the 3DS. It's a dungeon crawler. Here, I'll give you Etran Odyssey Skill Planner. This will kind of give an idea. So you have, well, that's a shitty one. There you go. You get these classes. So if you wanted to be a prince, and then you do a subclass. So imagine
Liam says,
the class system.
"Dungeon crawler? Why don't you crawl for some bitches?"
Oh, I don't need to crawl for some bitches. I got bitches in there doing dishes right now. So you have a main class and a subclass. So imagine Path of Exile being able to select. Oh, like the Scion.
Wessel Rustbrook says, "Oh cool, it's like a D&D game."
Yeah, it's like a D&D game. And you have all these individual skills. And it's very customizable, just like Path of Exile. And you got several different classes, and each one does different things. And if we go to YouTube...
Wessel Rustbrook says, "Looks cool."
And you get to kind of draw your own map over here on the side. And you get your characters here.
Wessel Rustbrook says, wait, is it a JRPG? Oh no.
Yeah, it's a JRPG. I just want some fucking gameplay. I don't necessarily need a review. There you go. I never draw. You can set it up so it auto draws your map. I never draw it myself. But there's all kinds of cool puzzles in here. You explore the whole world. Basically, you build a character and you explore a world. Most of it is designing your party. And you gotta build, like, survivability. I fucking love it. Love it. One of my all-time favorites. I'd be excited for that if it was coming. I'm hesitant about Fire Emblem. It's one of my favorite game series. But it keeps getting, not worse, but different.
Wessel Rustbrook says, does it have children doing things like fight?
Well, it is Japanese. They have some inappropriate childlike designs. Let's go to the actual website.
Wessel Rustbrook says, yeah, no thanks.
So these are kind of like the character designs. You get to select your own characters. Sometimes, there you go, characters. So when you get to select your character, you get a pick from your characters. Some of them look like little kids, some of them don't. But none of that really plays a role. That's just your starting class. It's just like an art design. But some of them are a bit childish. But here are all the classes. You can get a warlock. But yeah, sometimes they do give them like a childish appearance.
Wessel Rustbrook says, I love JRPGs, but artwork is just cringe.
Yeah, the biggest offender is probably one of the best games ever made. Dragon Quest XI is an absolutely incredible game. But for some odd fucking reason, they put this child in the fucking game. This little fucking shit is with you for like the first 3/4 of the game. And she's ultra fucking annoying. And I just wish she wasn't there. This game's fucking great. Except for this little fucking kid here. Hate that fucking kid.
Wessel Rustbrook says, he looks like Trunks.
Yeah, same artist is the artist for Chrono Trigger and Dragon Ball Z. Toriyama Ding Dong or something like that. Toriyama Ding Dong.
Wessel Rustbrook says, Akira Toriyama.
Akira Toriyama, yeah.
Wessel Rustbrook says, put some respect on his name.
Maybe. I don't particularly like his art style. It's unique. And all accomplished artists across the world have a unique sound or look to their designs. So you can tell it was done by a specific person based on, you know, what it looks like. And he definitely succeeded there. But his designs are very basic, which is good for being able to do manga and anime, because if the designs are basic, it's easier to draw them, and you have to draw them over and over and over again. Not exactly my style. Love Dragon Ball Z, just artwork isn't exactly my style. Come on, you can click it. Ooh. Testy. But other than that, I can't really think of a game I'm excited for. I haven't paid attention to a lot of games coming out. There was a site that had upcoming games. I think it was RPG Gamer. But they modified their site to look a little different, so it's a little harder to see it. Oh, you fucking blue bastards. So difficult living a life without spell suppression. Even with +2 to all maximum resistances, spell damage is ridiculous. And I fully disagree with some of the monster decisions that Path of Exile chooses. These blue guys that spawn behind you and just in a group and all of them can shoot you rapidly, that's specifically designed just to kill you. And it's super annoying.
Wessel Rustbrook says, what level are you now?
90. I think it just hit 90. I think I'm going to do some POBing at 91. And take a look at my pathing, see if I can improve my pathing. See if there's any skills that work better. I could do it now, but there's one skill I want to get, and it requires 1 more point. What is my evasion with the banner?
Says,
52.
Isn't everything specifically designed to kill you?
Not really. Everything is designed for you to fight it. See, I fight this guy. He's not really designed specifically to kill me. We're designed to have an interaction like a Street Fighter. One person, you fight them. The blue
Wessel
buffs...
Rustbrook says, LOL, what are you talking about?
I'll try to get it on the next map and explain it. So you got your character, and let's say this waypoint is another character to fight. You're fighting this character. But then GGG spawns 100 blue buff monsters behind you, barely in your reach, sometimes not even, I mean barely in your vision, sometimes not even in your vision. And they're ranged enemies, and they can shoot at you. So you got 10 people that spawn behind you while you're fighting this character, and they all shoot you in the back at once and instantly kill you. That is designed to kill your character. It's not designed for an engaging combat experience. It's not designed for a fight. It's designed
Wessel
specifically
Rustbrook
to
says,
kill you.
Off-screening sucks.
Yeah, they off-screen a little bit. It's specifically designed just to kill your character.
Says, just see the unseen. As easy as that.
Yeah, see the unseen. Definitely as easy as that. And that type of shit always sucks. It's like an on-death
Wessel
mechanic.
Rustbrook says, but honestly your defense is hot trash.
Yeah, but it's kind of the point of this build. Attacking from a distance. And spell damage and chaos are really the only two hot trash. There was a game I played way back in the day called Splinter Cell. The first Splinter Cell, I believe, was pretty good. But then the second one, they introduced
He says, it's not hot trash, it's my hot trash, the consumer 2023.
Fuck yeah. And then Splinter Cell 2 came out, I think.
Kenzo says, yeah, now imagine dying to an invisible on death effect when you have 85% max residential and 77% chaos.
Yeah, Quinn's death was fucking hysterical. Proved my point so goddamn... Motherfucker. Proved my point so much that these on-death effects are stupid and need to be completely removed from the game. That one obviously was my fault, because the big ball explosions aren't so bad, but there's a couple of them that are just awful. But in Splinter Cell 2...
says, LOL, I join and he dies.
Yeah. In Splinter Cell 2, they introduced like a combat mechanic where whenever you would move forward in the game, it would automatically spawn a bunch of people behind you. So that's kind of what the blue shooter fuckers are like. Just some bullshit. to spawn behind you to shoot you with a bunch of shit at once. Just bad design, in my opinion. That's a minor bad design.
Gabriel Kenzo says, game dropped a divine, also the same game disconnected me and I lost the instance, laughing face.
That's happened to me.
Wessel Rustbrook says, but they aren't really unfair if you get enough defenses.
Well, nothing is unfair if you get enough defenses. That's not really a valid statement. That's like saying just play the most meta build that does all the damage and then everything is easy. If 100% of the player base just played trappers, I mean, nothing would be complained about in terms of game mechanics. Again, that one's not that egregious because you can turn it on and off. I'm volunteering to get fucked over for the dream of getting divines.
Yvonne Cutlisa says, just don't kill monsters and there won't be any on-death effects.
Also
Wessel
true.
Says, but it's not asking you to build with meta though.
Basic, and this map's done. That's a extreme minor complaint compared to everything else. And these complaints are all out of love. Wait, did I get... Oh, I got a full one. Let's fucking do it. See how much I can level up with this bad boy. Super excited for my next level, because I'm getting 30 mana. Which is a lot of fucking mana. 30% mana. It's going to be hot. It's going to put me above the 5,000 mark. Though in my head, I was able to get to 8,000 before even building this build. I was like, yeah, I could probably get to between 8 and 10,000 mana. But my shit's too split.
Liam Vivi says, did ya ended up using the intuitive leap tech I told ya?
Yeah, that's in my passive. Not sure it's worth it, but it's there. We'll see. I'll have to path the building in order to determine if it's worth it or not. These fucking stupid hand things that come out of the ground. Also bad mechanics. Yeah, I'm rocking it right here. It's giving me 3, so it's actually kind of nice. This is a huge boon. This is a pretty big boon. And then this one. But it takes 1, 2, 3, 4 just to get here with the way I have it currently set up. So it might be better to scrap all of that.
Wessel Rustbrook says, brother, your defenses are so bad because of your backwards way of working around that chest.
I'm actually going to try a couple other chests as well. But if I were to get rid of this, I'd get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 extra points. And with that 6 extra points, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And get more crit strike, more damage, plus mana. Or I can even just go 4 here. Maybe pop a couple extras here. So I'm not sure if it's actually ideal. Just because I have to path 4 points to get to it. In fact, I wonder if there's a better lightning node. So if I didn't have this, I could path out of all of this area.
Get the coruscating elixir.
No. Oh, wait, coruscating elixir. Yes. I thought you were talking about the cluster jewel that does the 20% mana. It also has, I think, coruscating in the name. The elixir is the flask. I'll probably drop this one for the expensive one. I'm trying to remember the name. Gives you concentrated effect and crit. Bottled Faith. I'll drop this one for Bottled Faith. Wonderlust. Yeah, I got gold rems. I'll have to wait until I'm done with the simulacrum to give it to you. I don't know if I got Wonderlust. But I'll probably drop this for a Bottled Faith, and then the movement speed or the crit. Probably the movement speed for an evasion flask. So I got an armor flask. I don't have an evasion flask. That flat armor and that flat evasion is super good for mapping defenses. I'll be able to put increased duration on my zealotry once I get that flask. Once I get level up one more time. Because it'll give me more mana.
My mana is spent.
Yeah, but for mapping, I'm not going to be hitting anyone with the brittled ground. For bossing, yeah, I'll definitely get rid of the crit flasks. I'll be able to hit them with the brittled ground. Yeah. I'll save up them. But I don't think this guy's even going to be like a bossing build. The way I have it set up, not sure it's a bosser. Or maybe it is. Can't remember if I died fighting that swamp boss. I don't think I did. I got a Sirius. Maybe I'll do a Sirius once I hit 91 and see how it does on bossing. I'll probably do it on when I record the video. Well, I can stream it and record it at the same time. I'll record it and then do a serious battle. I like to do my videos that I record on shit that I've never done before. One, it triggers people. They're like, oh, you're so bad, and I get a good kick out of that. And then two, it's entertaining to watch more so than someone who's done a boss over and over again and knows that it's going to work. So I go into it not knowing whether or not it's going to be successful, whether it's going to work, whether it's going to be good.
Wessel Rustbrook says, I don't think you will inflict brittle on the boss consistently.
Yeah, that might be true. Being 100% crit is extremely important. But even if I'm not hitting brittle, I'm probably at 85 to 90 easy. Though I have lost some of my crit chance. Let's see what I'm at right now. Like 80, 58. And then a bunch of extra added. I think I was at 60 something before. So I have lost a little bit since I modified it.
Let yourself be drawn into the mire.
I mean, basically just using Nova as regular Nova skill. And I can get rid of the casting Nova skill and get another ring, like the mana ring I have. That'll help out a lot in terms of defenses. Of course, I won't be able to throw my Novas. Being able to throw the Novas is fucking cool. But a second one of these right here would add a lot of defenses. That's 12% mana plus 86 mana. Bunch
Wessel
of life.
Rustbrook says, feels like ball lightning is stronger.
Ball lightning definitely feels stronger. You are 1000% correct. And I'll probably eventually buy that Neem's ring at some point. And that with ball lightning I think is going to be pretty fucking cool. Then using the staff where it shoots in every direction and adds more projectiles will be fucking awesome as well. Though I'm not sure this is the right class for that kind of a build. That might be a Deadeye. Or a Scion Deadeye. Oh, yay, crit reduction, dude. Oh no, it's immunity. This right here, they added it. It's cancer. The mob immunity is cancer. Damage gets pretty high up there, though. I just saw how my 1-year-old brother dropped a fan on his leg and started crying. I love having brothers. I had 4. I also love having brothers. Of course, your brother seems way younger than you. It's a bit odd. I guess it's not that odd. My sister is
Wessel Rustbrook
16
says,
years older than me.
There is 1 Giga Chad on POE Ninja running that chest piece doing 10 million DPS.
I don't even know what my DPS is. What skills he using, though? Some kind of meta broken shit? Yeah, that's pretty wild. 19-year difference. Are they step or standard? Probably step. Can't imagine having someone having a kid at 18 waiting
Wessel
15
Rustbrook
years
says,
to pop out another.
Let me give you the link 1 SEC.
Numbers are also kind of lame. Sometimes it'll say 10 million, but it's not actually 10 million. Or it'll say 2 million, but it's actually 10. Spectral Helix numbers used to be super low, but Spectral Helix would fucking hit like... That'll happen. You fucking impending slut. I don't have any reference for family drama. Come from a tight-knit Mormon family. Parents stay together the whole time. 4 brothers, 2 sisters. All of us relatively close. Yeah, no drama in my family. I mean, my older sister gave me a kidney, so obviously I like her. It's a little awkward though. Like, what do you say to someone who gave you a kidney? What do you give them for Christmas presents and shit? Literally ripped a part of their body out and just handed it to you.
Wessel Rustbrook says, Dang really? Wessel Rustbrook says, WTH.
Kidney-shaped cookie's actually a brilliant idea. Tiffany, the jewelry company, actually has a kidney-shaped necklace I've given her. Yeah. Saved my life, or at least made my life a lot better. Used to have to go to dialysis 3 times a week. Hook you up to these machines, pull your blood out, filter it, put it back in. Seen like 3 or 4 people die on the table while I'm there. Because usually it's old people with kidney failure. Usually don't get kidney failure at 21 unless some shit fucked up. So a bunch of old people on the machines getting dialysis, and all of a sudden they just die. Good fun.
I must have time to gather my will.
I'd like to give her a bunch of fucking money one of these days. Debated about doing a GoFundMe just to like give her money for being so nice and giving me a kidney. But I'm not sure how happy she'd be about that. I don't think she wants a shit in a box. Man, I took a beautiful shit today. Sometimes you take a shit and you're just so proud of it. I'm as proud of that shit as I would be my own son. It was beautiful. It was like when you get dirt. When you get dirt wet in the desert
Wessel Rustbrook
and it has
says,
those cracks in it.
Sometimes I realize how blessed I am because of my health.
Yeah. Being in good health, you're already a step above a lot of people. But man, this shit, it was probably 10 inches long. Had those beautiful crack lines in it. Like cracked dirt in the desert.
Wessel Rustbrook says,
Like this.
Good God, stop.
It's all cracked up and just huge and thick.
Wessel Rustbrook says. Jesus. Gabriel Kenzo says. I'm loving it.
And those kind of shits are the best kind of shits, because they're like the wipe-free ones. You know, everybody wipes their ass and takes a look at the paper just to see what kind of mess they had. You know it. And it's the kind that wipes clean. The clean wiping shit. Oh man, that's just great.
Wessel Rustbrook says. I don't.
Oh, you gotta love it. Gotta love a clean wiping shit. My body is kind of weird. Hot shower feels super nice. And back in the day, I used to always, when I had a job and when I have to go into the office and shit, I just wake up, take a shower, and go to work. But I'd take a shower immediately after waking up, and sometimes, like, mid-shower, I just feel like I got to shit, because the shower's all hot and comfortable and warm, and there's nothing worse than finishing a shower and then having to take a shit. You might as well re-shower, because you're all still hot and sticky from the shower. Then you go take that shit, and it's just a bad time. You might as well just stop showering, take the shit, restart the shower from scratch. Come on, you can reach over there. There we go. Do some off-screen Nova-ing. No, that is an unpopular opinion. Taking a wet, naked shit is very uncomfortable. Especially if your house is cold, like mine's cold. My house hits at like 60 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius. But I like a cold house so I can wear thick clothes. So you're taking a nice warm shower, then you have to get out, sit on the cold toilet, take a hot shit. You start out all kind of warm and wet, and then eventually you get cold, because you're there for a while. A couple hours at minimum. Whoa, I didn't know you can come back here. Super safe. All this shit talk, I kind of want to take a shit now. I don't even need to, I'll just force it. That's one thing about dialysis. Aww. Got a fucking Black & Decker Pecker record, and I'm gonna miss this entire loot drop. Let's look at all the shit I won't get. One of the things about dialysis is it sucks the water out of your body. Just pulls it right out. Oh, someone's in my town. Oh, they want that items. What'd you want again? You wanted a gold rim. Here, I can give you all my leveling gear. You leveling up a new character? I'll give you a couple things, some advanced tech.
Wessel Rustbrook says.
And you can give it back when you're done.
Show me the name of the chest. Gabriel Kenzo says. I'm in the toilet right now.
Fuck yeah, dude. I love talking to people when they take shits. Aside from the awkward boner, it's just very intimate. Alright, I'm gonna give you my level up shit. Boots. Wanderlust.
Wessel Rustbrook
7 league
says.
step.
Can we talk about a different topic now?
Oh sure, bring one up. Gold rim. Right here. Now if you don't want a gold rim... Yeah, I've seen them. I just don't have them. As you can see here. Ain't got them. These are pretty lit for leveling. You can use them at level 25. Very strong. A lot of life, a lot of mana, people popping. I think those are only good gloves I have leveling up. Now, in terms of the gold rim's great for the resistances, but you can actually use this bad boy right here. Crown of Thorns, 178 maximum mana plus pain attunement. You can use that at level 0. Sometimes I prefer to use these over gold rims, but the res is nice. Now for rings, we got, obviously, the LaHoop is great, but you probably already have one of those. These are excellent if you don't have one of those. This is shockingly good. These 10 wolves will absolutely melt all of the bosses. You have to try it.
Viper4 says,
so fucking strong.
There's the Onslaught helmet too.
I don't have one of the Onslaught helmets, and yeah, those are pretty good. I don't know. Maybe I do. I think you have to be a pretty high level to use it.
Viper4 says, Yerigwald's crest is great.
Yeah, this is way stronger than I was expecting for leveling. Because those bosses are sometimes a bit of a dick.
Wessel Rustbrook says, Yerigwald's crest is up in the acts.
Yeah, and then this is obviously good because you're getting intelligence, you're getting experience gain. And I think that's... Oh, you wanted... I don't even think I got one of those wands. I don't have one of the wands. But use these instead. These are pretty strong. Bunch of flat spell damage. Increased critical strike chance. Oh, these gloves are
Wessel
actually really good too.
Says, Praxis and Rigwald's crest is TE combo.
This is secret tech. I'm not giving you those gloves. I'm going to give you these gloves. Secret tech. Level 21. 300 crit multi. And then these have 103% increased critical strike chance for spells. And then you can do some power charge on crit. You can get really high crit chance and really high crit multiplier right at the very beginning. I have 2 of those weapons actually. Somewhere around there. You better give this shit back when you're done with it.
Wessel Rustbrook says, LOL Maligaro's literally the most iconic leveling gear.
Oh, is it? I've never seen anyone use it while leveling. Invite me to your party so I can trade it to you. Who are you? There you go. There you go, man. You're a fucking boss with this shit. Party on.
Lothar Tower says, Skin of the Lords is godlike when leveling using spells.
Oh yeah, I don't have one of those though. Yeah, definitely good. Oh shit. Come back. Do you have a never mind. You have a tabula rasa? I forgot. I could give you a tabula rasa if you don't have one. I can give it to you later. Okay, great. Probably ought to start my own guild so I can put a guild stash. I'm a part of a different guild, but...
Gabriel Kenzo says, invite me, I have a tabula.
I think he said he added one. I'm obviously not going to be able to invite. He can.
Wessel Rustbrook says, show me your chest again, my guy, because I want to link that dude's build for you.
Let me wait till after this phase. You're always trying to get at my fucking chest. My man boobs. Oh, fucking
Gabriel
poison.
Kenzo says, it's Ivory Tower.
Not is it only Ivory Tower. It's an amazing... It's an amazing Ivory Tower. +1 to all maximum resistances. +1 to the level of socketed gems. I think I'm gonna be done with this I'll go in one more time, but I think I'm just going to die more than I'm going to get experience. And the whole point was to get experience. I'll go for one more death.
Gabriel Kenzo says, I need a freaking Inquisitor build.
There are a million Inquisitor builds. Inquisitor, very strong. Second GOAT of all the characters. First GOAT, obviously champion. Inquisitor, yeah, I'm done with it. Inquisitor is second. I got 23 experience. I should have stopped before then.
Wessel Rustbrook says, for me Inquisitor is the best.
I wonder what's most popular this league. I usually let S-Rog tell me. But I don't know if he's done that video yet. Occultist number 1. Deadeye creeping up at number 2. Elementalist at 13%. I would have never expected that. Ascendant getting higher. Saboteur up there, obviously. Jug high. Inquisitor. Champion is only 3%. So in terms of popularity, Inquisitor more popular than Champion. But Champion...
Viper4 says, I'm a Raider sucker myself.
It all depends on like your play style. This Champion boy. Let's take a look. We have Exsanguinate. Smite. I don't know what the fuck this guy's doing.
King Sam said po.ninja.
Kinetic Blast. Explosive Arrow. Penance Brand. Corrupting Fever Reap. Toxic Arrow. Lancing Steel. Look at the fucking build diversity of this class. Reeve. Now let's go to the fucking Occultist. A little bit of build diversity. Looks like we got 3 main builds here. Champion is the best class because you can literally just fit anything in there. Heck the police. Oh, yeah. I can already turn this off. The dude's got a squire. $26 divines. I guess it's not that pricey. But he's got a squire and a mage blood. Are you really going to compare my build to a build with a squire and a mage blood? 114 divines. So we're looking at like 150 divine now. Oh shit, my every tower is way better than this jabrownie. But he's going maximum mana with Inagon. With the cock. Cock and Inagon. This is a completely different setup. Divergent. Oh, he's even got Divergent Cyclone. What's that running this league? Probably super. Probably like 3 divine. I don't like that it doesn't type. I don't know if I'm spelling Divergent right. Oh, no, it's cheaper this league. Last league it was 2 divines when I... Oh no, I don't like tasty expensive builds. Like, I don't like this build. These really expensive and pricey builds. No, I don't really fuck with this. There's a... Oh, I gotta read this now. Chaos damage does not bypass energy shield during effect. Remove all but 1 life. Remove life is regenerated. Oh, I didn't know that
Wessel
remove life
Rustbrook
was
says,
regenerated as energy shield.
I don't think Mage Blood is super necessary.
It's not super necessary, but it's super powerful. Even if you removed Mage Blood, you'd still have the Squire in this, which is the whole reason the build does so much damage. The Squire plus this, plus this. Yeah, it's pretty sick. Yeah. It's pretty sick. Where's he running that at? Oh, I don't think it'll show where he's running this at. And he's got an Impossible Jewel, double split personalities, Crimson Flesh. What's he running on that? Righteous Providence. The fuck is Righteous Providence? Why would he run that one? Probably for the strength and the intelligence? Why wouldn't he do the ignore elemental resistances? Wait, what's his class? Oh, he's doing Hierophant like me. Oh, he's going the power charges and the endurance charge. I might do that instead. Because I read this wrong, or they changed it. This non-damaging ailments have 50% reduced effect while you have Arcane Surge. And this increased area of effect while you have Arcane Surge, and spell damage leeches life while you have Arcane Surge. That's all kind of useless.
Moonglow says, I have Divine Ire XD. Sam said po.ninja.
I definitely need to try Divine Ire with this build. With that extra AoE and being able to shock. And I really like Divine Ire. It's extremely fun. Hold up. Do I have a Divine Ire? I don't think I even have one. I don't have one. I wonder what Divine Ire would be like in this Pledge of Hands. With that level 3 greater spell echo. Is it gonna release... Oh, well, I don't need any of that because I'm getting
Moonglow says,
Arcane Surge from here.
No.
Yeah, I don't think channeling skills works with Greater Spell Echo, but I know that Greater Spell Echo is different than Spell Echo. I've just never used it. Well, I didn't know that until I bought it.
Wessel Rustbrook says, try making a build around Thor's hammer.
I've done a couple. I kind of don't like it. Thor's hammer seems to only be good when you really pump up the currency. It's a super smooth mapper. It's really fun to play, but the damage really only starts to scale when you get into the 50 plus divine range. It's not something you can really skimp on the budget.
Mock Hyson says, hello there.
Hello there.
How's the theory crafting going?
Theory crafting, I would give this a F. An F for my original idea of Shock Nova. This isn't working to its fullest potential. I got one more skill I need to get. Once I get this, I'm going to get another 30% mana, which is going to be pretty game changer. That's going to be choice. And we'll see what it's like with that. After that, I have to...
Moonglow says, I have 2 wands for high cast speed.
My 34% cast
Wessel
speed on this
Rustbrook
bad boy.
says, my man doesn't theory craft, he just goes hard in the paint.
Yeah, that is true. No, it's an F. Because the goal of this... the goal was actually AoE. The goal of this build was to use this greater spell echo with increased area of effect.
Moonglow says, And ring with cast speed.
Here, I'm gonna run the dream of what it was supposed to be like. Energy leech, sure, we'll do energy leech. I'm gonna run a map with the dream. Intensify. Anomalous shock, increased area of effect, faster casting. Energy, no, I don't want energy leech. I want critical damage. So let's run what the build was supposed to be. So this was supposed to be the build. I need a different ring. I'll just leave the ring off for now. It was supposed to have a whole screen clear of AoE, but it has a lot of problems with this, specifically because this greater spell echo you can't cancel. I don't have my dash on. Yeah, he must be strength and... Oh, he needs that for the hammer. That's why he's running it. The 50 strength and 50 int plus the crit. So he... let me make sure I got all my big boy. Wrath. I got all the big boys. I don't have a dash. So I'll just run it without the dash. Oh, I also don't have Wrath. Oh, well, I'll do it without Wrath.
Wessel Rustbrook says. Nah, they globally nerfed area scaling a way back.
Yeah, they did.
Viper 4 says.
They'll be nerf it.
Dorianese Fist might work for your vision, but maybe not Inquis.
Yeah. Well, I'm not doing Inquisitor. I'm doing Hierophant. I just have the Inquisitor node. This one here. Critical strikes ignore elemental resistances, which gives me like 90% more damage.
Viper 4 says.
I'll run a...
Templar, I mean.
Oh, yeah. I'll just run an Underground Sea. So this was actually the plan.
Mark Hyson says. Hyro AoE only works with in-reserved mana.
Hyro AoE is life, I believe,
Mark Hyson
right?
says. Unreserved asterisk.
1% increased area of effect for 50 unreserved mana up to 100%. Oh, I thought it was... So, the dream is to get 10,000 life with 5,000.
Nah, man.
Shit, I thought that was life. There was something I get with life reservation. Unless I'm a fucking crackhead and I just read it wrong. I think I'm a crackhead and I just read it wrong. There's no reason for me to be reserving this much life.
Mark Hyson says.
Oh no, it's energy shield.
That's on Guardian.
No, 30
Moonglow
maximum.
Says.
Yeah.
Why Herald of Thunder?
IRB.
You don't have Circle of Regret. Wessel Rustbrook
says. The fuck's a Circle of Regret?
That's the chest.
Yeah, the chest is where I need the life reserve. So reserve life, reserve mana. So here was the dream. To just full screen clear. And the dream, it's okay. But I give it an F. Mostly because I didn't know you couldn't cancel the greater spell echo. And even with increased cast speed, the cast speed's just so slow.
You would need 1,000 cast speed.
Yeah, you need so much cast speed, and it's hard to get it with using this two-handed staff that doesn't have any built-in cast speed on the staff. So this was the original design, original idea for the build. It's okay, but being able to throw the Nova is better. That is some pretty good AoE. And I'm not even using another ring.
Mark Hyson says. Self-cast is so freaking clunky without high cat speed.
Yeah,
Sad.
Especially with greater Nova. And let's fight one of these guys with it. See. Just kind of lame. So, on that vision, it gets an F. But the current vision, I'd say you're right, a C. A C is probably right. Power charge on crit.
Mokhyson says, that's why I'm doing CWC.
Yeah.
Maybe cock with some lightning channeling spell.
I really don't like cock. Ever since they changed the mana, obviously Hierophant is perfect for cock. But ever since they changed the mana, I've just been avoiding cock just altogether. Yeah, cock lightning conduit is really good.
Mokhyson says, I mean CWC.
I'm gonna fucking corrupt that ball lightning. I think I've done enough of this AoE. I'm gonna buy a new ring and do more ball lightning. Ball lightning was fun. Let's go back to that ball lightning life. Watch me corrupt this ball lightning to level 21. Here we go.
Wessel Rustbrook says,
yeah, 23
I don't
quality.
think it's terrible your tree is just has so much travel, no addies.
Yeah, I could remove a little bit of that travel. Now, that's what I was talking about, removing these power charges. So instead of doing the power charges, I could just switch a gem socket and use increased critical strike chance, or get a pair of gloves that has spell crit on it, and that'll probably compensate for not being able to get power charges. But there's not too many damage nodes for blue. So this power charge on critical strikes actually have 4% more damage per power charge, and we do 6, which is 24% more damage. And there's not a lot of more damage for spells that don't remove crit or don't remove elemental.
Moonglow says, I play ball is awesome.
Yeah, ball's pretty slick, indeed. Energy leech is not what I need. Where is the other one I need? Intensify. Drop off anomalous shock. I don't know if intensify should work with ball lightning. Faster cast, power charge, increased critical damage, spell echo. Yeah, we'll run that for now. Ball lightning.
Wessel Rustbrook says, if you use the setup and a different tree it could work.
I need greater multiple projectiles though. Dun, dun, dun.
Must have time to gather my will.
I'm gonna try it without reconfiguring anything. Do I have another ring? Actually, I'm gonna buy another ring right now, because that was the goal anyways. Let's go shopping. Already got a trade window up. We want 70 life. We want at least 50 mana. And let's fix this chaos resistance bullshit. Oh, was kind of just expecting to get this ring. I didn't think I copied the C. 1. There is 1 that meets this requirement. But the mana is too low. Don't want one with 37 mana. That's just trash. That's garbage tier. Alright, so what can I get rid of? Let's try 50 life. 6. Let's sort by total chaos res. 49. A little low on the regeneration, but this is pretty solid. 33. Light radius. Ooh, light radius. Good. Energy shield. This 7 evasion, though. That's pretty fire. Chaos. Evasion. None of these are ideal. This one probably best. Don't really want it for a divine. Let me check make sure my resistances are solid. Oh, I actually do need more lightning resistance. Good thing I checked that. So let's pop off the chaos and add in a little bit of lightning resistance. I think 25 should do it. Let's sort by total mana. Lightning, all, mana. Nope. Nope. Intelligence, mana, cold, lightning. Nope. Ooh, some extra regeneration. Tiny regeneration rate. Let's sort by that. 70, that's what I'm talking about. Lightning, mana, energy shield. $44. It's got an open suffix on this one. Ooh, 22% lightning damage. And if I was good, I can hit this off with some luck. Yeah, it's only 10. See if that guy responds. He does. Thank you. Do I have enough to put increased duration in? Maybe. Fucking get it. Alright, let's run a good map with this newfound build that I got here. Wait, can I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? I cannot. After I run this map, I'm gonna hit it with do I have any? Yes, I do. Annulment. I'm gonna smash this with an annulment. I'm gonna get that cold damage to attacks. It's gonna happen. It's not gonna brick the build. It's gonna be perfect. I mean, I might as well turn that 8 to a 10. Up to 5,000. Now, a couple maps are perfect for this, but Atoll should be great. Do I have an Atoll? Alleyways is pretty good. Atoll, look at that. I'm gonna run it white just for the giggles. Obviously, greater multiple projectiles is gonna need to happen, but you saw the fucking disaster it is of getting a green on that chess piece. Ball lightning is really cool because you can fucking follow it, cast it, follow it, cast it, follow it.
Says, oh, and I figured out. Recoup is always working no matter what resources is used. Ward es mana life, it's just recoup only gives you back what is written and as I told before can't be converted to any other recovery / regen.
Yeah, but the life regeneration is important. May not seem like it, but it kind of is. Obviously not as important as mana and or energy shield. Fucker with the chaos damage. Can't see his life. 64% shock with the fucking ball lightning? That's pretty cool.
Yes, that works.
Yeah, ball lightning's pretty fucking good. Obviously, this isn't a very difficult map. I should run one of those blue bosses and see what it's like. String of death. Probably better if I just buy a second chess piece, and then I don't have to fucking worry about recoloring it when I want to experiment. Experiment gum.
Gabriel Kenzo says, Recoup works for everything. How do you guys think ward loop builds work?
I don't know. Never seen or played a ward loop. Also never done much recoup. And every time I hear recoup, all I think is Raccoon from Dragon Ball Z. The Raccoon Boom. I spend most of my time playing, so I don't get too much time to look at builds. I did watch Mathel's build either this morning or last night. I can't remember. It's pretty cool. About time someone used Echo Forge in a real way. And that ball lightning hit, and it's just doing work. Not even greater multiple projectiles, it's just doing fucking work.
Mokhyson says, oh boy, I forgot ball lightning default effect was reworked. I'm always using MTX because looked awful before. Habits.
Let's take a look at this ugly ass blue boss. Mid blue boss with ball lightning. Let's fuck him up. The goal is always to kill him before he goes underground.
You must win this one for me, my champion.
Foolish maven, come to feed me, champion. Cull. Crush. Hunger.
You're already going under the fucking ground. No death. So fucking stupid. Which way is the water going?
I must have time to gather my the tangle will not be denied. Feast. Cull. Trample. Obliterate. Hunger.
Well, get me the fuck out of here. You annoying piece of shit.
Feast. Cull. Crash. Digestion. Hunger.
That's not that good. Shock Nova was actually pretty close to the same. Of course, I think with greater multiple projectiles, I think you can overlap damage with Ball Lightning. I've never played Ball Lightning before, so I'm not positive. Ball Lightning got nerfed before I got into the Ball Lightning fun. Yeah, but I don't want to recolor my chess piece. It's a huge fucking problem.
Feast. Digestion. A feast on muscle and
Yeah, I don't really want to go in there and finish that. I will. But you're probably going to die again and lose more experience. Yeah, you're underground. Nope, fuck you. I'm tired of you. Oh, I can't use a portal. Never mind. Alright, we'll still play.
Mokhyson says, yeah, sadly ball lightning got nerfed back in the minor abuse era.
Ball Lightning still a stellar blighted map build. See, you get that staff that shoots it in all directions. Actually, there might even be a modification, a lab enchant that does that. Get fucked, nerd. And drop nothing as always. Alright. I'm gonna have some fun here. Need to buy this chess piece anyways. Of course he doesn't exist. Oh, actually, you can probably get some pretty good corruptions on this. Let's see what kind of corruptions we can get. Maximum life. 1 to all res. Do I have 100C? Wait, what was the lightning damage on that? Oh, it's only got 13 lightning damage? That's lame. Not a lot of people corrupting this, apparently. I think I'd rather just get maximum lightning damage. The life of Path of Exile trading. Nobody around. Nobody home. No, we will never complain enough about Grasping Vines. Grasping Vines is terrible. It's awful. Half of my stream is complaining about Grasping Vines. The other half is complaining about on death effects.
Wessel Rustbrook says, it's the worst.
Absolute fucking worst. Nothing good about it. Shouldn't exist in this game.
Gabriel Kenzo says, I just got cheat on by Grasping Vines.
Yeah, Grasping Vines is fucking awful. Alright, let's take a look at my mana. 5,020. 6,198. That's quite a bit more mana. Now, let us pump this up. I'll brick it later. Wait, hold up. I might have a beastcraft to corrupt. Oh no. I don't know if you can actually get a modifier when you beastcraft corrupt. Maybe you can. I don't have it. No, you can't. That's good to know. I probably would have read it. I think it says just give it 30 quality. I will brick it later. Do I have a spire staff? Staff of the spire. Yes, I do. First, let me check if there's any ball lightning mods that do that. So I don't need to use that staff. Ball lightning fires additional projectile. Ball lightning has increased area of effect. Reduce ball lightning projectile speed. Let me see. Is there really not a single enchant with that, or am I missing something? Let's restart, just in case I got a mod on. Yeah, I'm guessing they got rid of that enchantment. It's only one extra projectile. I don't care too much about it. Shards of the Spire. Are you like super cheap now? 100C. One divine. Blue, blue, red, green, green. I think that's exactly what I want. Adds lightning damage instead of the block. Probably want the block. But no green. I think I'll go without slower projectiles. So, yeah, fuck it. I don't need block. We'll just get this one. Whisper Sant. Not home. Oh, he is home. All right. Oh shit, this guy's using ball lightning too. We're buddies. We just became best friends. He doesn't realize it, but it happened. Good luck and have a nice day. Let us throw that in the trash. Put this on. Ball lightning. Power charge. I think I have a better inspiration. Perfect. Greater multiple projectile. What do you do? You're supposed to go in all directions. It breaks it. That looks pretty fucking cool, though. That fucking wave. Oh, that's pretty fucking badass. Not gonna lie. Pretty fucking cool. And then slower projectiles. Gonna have to buy a slower projectiles.
Wessel Rustbrook says, use Nemes 2 for memes.
Yeah, buy it up. Got 30 divine. I mean, technically I would have 30 divine if I kept saving up.
Viper4 says, how come you don't use the gem tab?
The gem tab? Oh, I've never bought the gem tab. There's a gem tab? I never remember how to go to the shop. It's a specific button press and I don't know it. Okay, okay. Where's my... I had it. Replica...
Wessel Rustbrook says, M.
M.
Liamba V says, M. Viper4 says,
tabs.
M.
Fuck yeah, M it up. Educate the old man. Gem stash tab. It's gonna make me buy points. Move this over to the side. No, it's not gonna say anything personal about me, I don't think. Why don't you give you guys all my credit card number? Nope. I can't do that. There's gotta...
Wessel Rustbrook says,
There's gotta be a way...
Yeah, dude. Wessel Rustbrook says, LOL.
There's gotta be a way to hide the screen on OBS. Destiny does it. He has like a background that he'll throw on. I don't know how he does that. Hide OBS screen while streaming.
Wessel Rustbrook says, there is.
I don't want
to... V says, old man be careful.
I don't want to... I guess I can just switch to a different screen.
Wessel Rustbrook says, go to settings.
I'll just switch it to a different screen. You guys can see everything that's going on my other monitor. Window capture, where is it? Display capture, here you go. Display monitor 2. That's everything that's on my second monitor. Now I can apply my ultra private secret back of the credit card numbers. There we go. You want to see the other monitor too? Oh no, it's going to change the resolution. I don't want to break it. Steam purchase. There we go. Stash tabs. A gem stash tab. Buy. Back. There we go.
Wessel Rustbrook says, Weeboo. Moonglow says, OMG XD.
There we go. Gems. This is great. Let's fucking just pump it. Oh, that is glorious. This is so dirty. I feel filthy using it this way. Like back before I had any tabs. They really need a way to like control click everything in your inventory, like a little button down here that just does it for everything. Because this is tiring. I get old man carpal tunnel syndrome here from all this exciting clicking.
Liamvavi says, quick and easy to implement quality of life? We don't do that here, man.
It's hard to say what is quick and easy with programming.
Says, FYI you can sort by gem level and quality too. Wessel Rustbrook says, some nice gameplay.
Fuck yeah. Oh yeah, I needed greater multiple projectiles.
Super Ray says, I don't know WTF, I just killed in a 7 while leveling, but it dropped 3 uncorrupted blue 6 link.
There we go. You got you boys ready?
Michael Sumner says, POE have openly said they allow if you put your click button on your scroll wheel because your scroll wheel still individually clicks. Liamvavi says,
Oh, I'm not doing that. That's wild.
6 links are quite common now.
Yeah, 6 links are very common. I think green does increased experience. Oh yeah. 135 increased experience to this bad boy. Haven't done a blighted map with this build, so I'm not gonna go wild, and I forgot to grab it.
Moonglow says, I only cast 1 ball with slow projectiles. Super Ray says, I have played since open beta and only ever had 1 6 link.
What to do? I think I'm gonna replace Grace with Haste, and I'm not gonna use Zealotry, which is ultra sad-faced. Oh, this is gonna take a while to get used to.
Says, dang.
This is gonna take a while to get used to that gym tab. Alright, haste it is. And blighted map time. I'm gonna build no towers and just hope that I can kill the bosses. I probably ought to build a couple fire towers. Is this a good one for ball lightning? Does it go over the hill? Oh, not that good for terrible layout. And my dash skill is gone. Frost blink, Arctic armor. Missing all that.
Wessel Rustbrook says, Fist and cold towers are the best.
Yeah, fists are pretty good. I don't think I got clarity. I don't really need, but that's attached to. I don't got the sockets to do anything cool. Oh well. I shouldn't need anything more special. No dash skill. Gonna be a interesting little experiment
Wessel
here.
Rustbrook says, perma-stun and freeze all enemies.
I think they modified it so it doesn't do that anymore. Couple meteor towers I like just for killing bosses in case my damage is too low. But this is going to be really thrilling gameplay. Me sitting here throwing ball lightnings in every direction.
Moonglow says, right, and flying minions to kill bosses. Wessel Rustbrook says, this is going to be so scuffed.
I wish it was a better map. Layout. This layout kind of sucks. This is one of the best builds for Blight, in my opinion. Throw on a TV show, put your left hand on your cock, and just hold right click.
Wessel Rustbrook says, they nerfed the flying minions.
Oh, I got hit. I got hit. Don't shoot shit at me, asshole.
Moonglow says, I use them with Empower Tower and are badass.
I ain't got... Not sure I got the deeps.
Wessel Rustbrook says, the Fist Tower is still up.
I ain't got the deeps. Wasted a fucking Blight and died. The whole point was for experience. But because I'm using the other chess piece, this one, ain't got the deeps. Ain't got the sockets. Well, that was a wasted little experiment. Let's run a fun little map with it. Let's see, do I got a strand? Got one strand. Spell suppress. We don't need that shit. We don't need that in our life. Stressing us all out with spell suppress. Spell stress. That's fine.
I must have time to gather my will.
Wessel Rustbrook says, that wasn't an experiment, that was just a waste, LOLJK.
Oh, it's not an experiment. I've already done it. I'm missing an aura. I think I'm missing more than that. Discipline. My shield is super low without that body armor.
Wessel Rustbrook says, why do you have Combs' heart?
For the giggles. It's replica Combs' heart.
Moonglow
500
says,
mana.
Hee hee.
I'm just running it for the 500 mana. And since I'm using a staff, I can get a 6-link with the staff. No movement skill. Oh. Slower projectiles is a bit of a dud when mapping. Wait, did I buy a corrupted one? Yes, I did. Of course I did. Fucking idiot. Overshock would be better. Since I'm not max shocking these bitches. Or maybe I am, I don't know. Actually, I want to try it. I want to try it. Might be pretty good with this setup. You guys know how much ball lightning can overlap? What? Ouch. I don't have a dash skill. Doing this without a dash skill seems like a pretty good idea. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Wait. Oh, yep. Socketed gems. I wouldn't say it's very
Wessel
good for
Rustbrook
this game
says,
mode.
overlap like the spectral helix.
I was asking that because I'm just gonna try it out. Let's get some fucking rewards in here. Because this could be pretty fucking cool. Replace. Obviously, I don't need the pledge, I don't think. Oh, yeah, it's going to take a long time to get used to the new thing. Replace greater multiple projectiles. Actually, let's just do slower projectiles. If these all... Oh, they're shooting behind me. That's an interesting interaction. I'll let them shoot behind me. Why not? So if the overlap is strong enough, I wonder how many of these fucking balls are going to actually hit them.
Moonglow says, dying sun flask.
Yeah, I probably ought to get a dying sun flask for this. And then when they follow me, I can shoot them in the back. Oh, don't kill me. That's just fucking rude. I'm experimenting. And now I have no experience points. You fucking dick! It's my last strand, too. What are you, like, crit resistant or something?
Moonglow says,
Nope.
haha.
I just can't.
Try one ball.
I can't beat a single enemy. I'm just gonna fucking... I have no movement skill, so I can't run away from him because he's got shield dash. Obviously, this is made for an atoll map, not a strand map. Strands for the circle.
Wessel Rustbrook says, rected.
I'll be running an atoll map right after this. But I'll get rid of greater multiple projectiles and put on slower projectiles, I guess. Yep.
Wessel Rustbrook says,
done with that.
copium.
Toxic sewer might be alright. But I want a toll. A toll. Fuck yes. Nope. Just run it white. Just a fucking wall. A wave. Ow. Don't be a dick. Just let me live my life. Let me live my best life and fucking shoot out a bunch of projectiles. Here. In that delirium shit. Let me live my best fucking
Moonglow
life.
says,
You assholes.
One trust in me, one ball with spell echo and crit.
Oh yeah, that'll do damage. Right now I'm just trying to fuck with this wall of ball. I'm not trying to build a build right now. I'm just having a little giggle session.
Wessel Rustbrook says, went from mediocre to gutter trash.
People have no sense of play in this game. I mean, look at that fucking wave of nuts. Of course, getting assassinated from the back.
I must have time.
Should have turned off blue buff. Is there? I think this is the best map for this.
Wessel Rustbrook says,
Slower projectiles is a
LOL,
little
I'm
rough.
just playing my guy.
I know, but still, you're not alone. If I made, I should make a YouTube video with this and say it's like the best build ever made. And watch people get so fucking mad. This build isn't good at all. You're a fucking idiot.
Moonglow says, haha.
Ah, why do they even have that? Resurrect in town. Seriously. Who the fuck resurrects in town? I mean, obviously I do, over and over and over again. This map has no mods. Why am I dying in one tiny hit? I gotta be doing chaos damage, right? I mean, I guess I only have 3,000 energy shield, where before I had 5. And I don't have mind over matter, so it's not splitting with my mana. And I'm way faster than my ball of lightnings. And I don't have a movement skill. It looks like maybe 3 of them are overlapping at most. Hard to tell.
Viper4 says, alright, I'm a dip. See ya later.
Later. I don't even know if 3 are overlapping. I'd be doing more damage than that if 3 of them were overlapping. I don't even know how many are hitting. I think just 1 is hitting. I don't think they're overlapping. If you look at the ball, I don't think there's any overlap.
Wessel Rustbrook says, I don't think you're doing any overlap damage TBH.
Yeah, I don't think there is either. That's good to know, because if I want to use ball lightning, they don't do overlap damage. That means I don't really need that many extra balls. It really didn't feel like any overlapping was being done on that. Ugh. Alright, experiment over. You're fun. But I don't need you. I don't need you. I guess I can just leave it and work on leveling up some gems. Man.
Moonglow says, Veli doesn't affect PROJ fired from other locations as secondary effects. That feels bad.
Yeah, volley was interesting. Actually, let's take a look at what that other staff would do with the greater spell echo. Greater spell. Oh, I don't have a green on here. Never mind. I mean, triple damage might be kind of nice. Let's level up some gems. Slower projectiles. Let's put that in there to level up. Sure, why not level up greater volley?
Wessel Rustbrook says. That triple damage staff.
Yeah, triple damage staff. I got a perfect roll triple damage staff. I mean, shock duration is kind of trash. But I might as well. Actually, I'll do the increased duration right here. Ooh, I'm gonna play some fucking Divine Ire. That's what I'm gonna play. Already got it open. Gotta check the alternate quality, see if there's any cool alternate quality Divine Ires. Area of effect, beam width. Yep, I want the regular.
Moonglow says.
Yeah, I'll take that
For
one.
ball I started with 2 Cerberus limb.
Cerberus limbs are cool. I like Cerberus limbs. Alright, Divine Ire, critical damage support, power charge. That's max level. I could put that away. Put that away. Let's go with blue gems only. I'm gonna need a physical to lightning. What else am I gonna need? Could do intensify. No, intensify don't work. There's no way to do just supports. I guess I could type support down here. I mean, conk could work. Get rid of all my good
Moonglow
AoE.
says. But I decided to play Crackling Lance. I can't say how to play Lightning Ball.
Crackling Lance is pretty fucking cool. I don't think Spell Echo works with channeling. Another one of these isn't working as well, I think. That one obviously works. Oh no, they all work. Shit. I could just do increased area of effect. Oh, infused channeling. Let's fucking do it.
Wessel Rustbrook says, going to take a shower BRB.
Enjoy that shower. Showers are fucking great. I ought to do that one of these days. I am missing an aura somewhere. Herald of Thunder. I think I got Herald of Thunder. Wrath. Oh, it would be haste. Let us run a map with Divine Hire. Toxic Sewer is the Divine Hire map. Atoll would be better, but I'm out of atolls.
My mana is spent.
Your life will end and you will be forgotten.
Fucking slow down. So ridiculous. Ridiculous. I don't want none of that slow down bullshit to affect my experience. Yeah, Crackling Lance is really good. I like Crackling Lance. Fuck yeah, an atoll. That's kind of smooth. Yeah, Divine Ire is a little bit smooth. Let's pump it up a little bit, put Grace on instead of Haste. I'll keep Haste. Haste is fun. I'm fast. Fast as fuck.
I must have time to gather my will.
Nope, I need Grace.
Moonglow says, I tried Lance with 0.18 cast speed and I fell in love.
Yeah, Crackling Lance is incredible. Yeah, I'll do Grace instead of Haste for sure. I don't know if I can dodge those blue comes. It's those blue comes I need to fucking get rid of. That's an interesting way to sort them. What if I can put increased duration on this again? I think I can. Yes, I can.
My mana is spent.
What's it say the cooldown on here? Lasts 17.93 seconds. I don't know, retrack. Go the other way. Oh, I can't cast it. Never mind. I don't have mana. One of my auras wasn't. That guy just fucking vanished. Fucking blue comers all through that doorway.
I must have time to gather my will.
It's alright. It's not as fun as ball lightning. Let's try it with an atoll, though. And let's pump up the atoll. It's been a while since I put some sex on. Pump up the sex. Enfeeble and elemental weakness. Cannot do. Monster damage, cast speed, attack speed. Not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. That should be fine. I think Crackling Lance is still better, though. So this is cool because it really gets rid of when you're surrounded. Kill a lot of the surrounding monsters. Fucking blue cum shooters. Bane of my existence. I don't know why I do boo bluff, given how much I hate the blue cum shooters. I don't know what they're called, so I can't look up their damage type. If I Google blue cum shooter, it's not going to turn out well for me. But if they're doing physical damage, even though it's blue, I don't know. Blue could be lightning, blue could be cold, be physical split. But if it's physical damage, I definitely need to be putting determination on instead of grace. I don't think I can avoid it. And obviously spell suppression would be the absolute best thing to get rid of the blue cum shooters. I don't have any spell suppression. Nor am I in the vicinity of a good place to get spell suppression. Motherfucker. My cooldown reduction. Blue cum shooters. Too much holding still with Divine Ire. It's fun. But too much holding still. Let's do Crackling Lance. What skill do I want to use?
Moonglow says, cast Enfeeble when damage taken.
I don't think I got the sockets for that. Might be able to try to squeeze it in a bit. I'm gonna try Crackling Lance, critical damage. Don't need physical to lightning, power, faster cast. Yeah, I'll do Spell Echo. Just trying to find a fun skill to use that'll work to level up. I don't like Spell Echo with this. I'll have to put something else on. Might be stuck with Nova. Nova feels better than this. Of course, I did have a lot of Eldritch pump up. Let's hit this with the annulment. Get rid of that cold. Dud. What did it even get rid of? I don't remember what it had. I think it had mana regeneration. Got rid of mana regeneration. I can roll mana regeneration. Lightning damage. Cold
Lilglow
Chaos.
says, what do you think about Hegemony era for Divine Ire with physical to lightning support?
Hegemony era. Is that the one that gives power charges? If that's the one that gives power charges, I don't like it, because it doesn't do enough spell damage. Double void batteries would be better if you're doing that type of situation. I'll do... Sure, why not? Cold and Chaos.
I must have time to gather my will.
Let's run a basic Toxic Sewer. Let's see how this Crackling Lance feels. It's got a lot of attack speed. Crazy attack speed, in fact. I don't want any of that.
My mana is spent.
Damage is pretty good. Doesn't quite have the off-screening, I don't think, that Lightning Nova did. One more skill to try, and then I'll resign my fate to Lightning Nova.
time to gather my will.
Not quick enough to instantly kill him before he can reach me. And the final skill to try is Arc. Is that tier 1? Ah, so close. If that was tier 1 life, I'd keep that bad boy. Arcady Arc. Too many buttons. I don't think there's a single support I can use that's blue for Arc. Let's try to re-roll this body armor to put a red on there. It's gonna be fucking miserable.
I must have time to gather my will.
It's a red-blue base. You fucking kidding me? Come on. I guess it's just... Just give me one red or one green. Not two reds. One red. There we go. Am I leveling now? Not leveling it up. Let us try Arc. Arc's usually pretty fun. It's good at off-screening.
Strength comes from within, and I know for a fact you are empty.
I'm not gonna be using the sigil of power. Put my vault. Put that there, and ball arc here. Blue Seaman Demons. Definitely gonna have to Google what kind of damage type they do, because they're primarily the thing I die to. Obviously, it's spell damage.
I must have time to gather my wealth.
I think I'll use Arc. Arc is fun.
My mana is spent.
Jesus, these are so expensive. I didn't pay that much for mine. I guess, I'll keep using what I'm using.
And that is going to be the Sanderson v. Audible situation. Now, I have been taking a little bit of time to cover this because I was trying to attempt some things on my end that unfortunately did not work out. We'll go over those at the end because I think the fact they didn't work out actually helps emphasize some of Sanderson's points here. But before we get into it, so everyone's on the same page, I'm going to go ahead and read through Sanderson's statement. If you have already read through this, time code down below to get to discussing the points within it. But for now, here is what Sanderson has said about his secret projects and Audible. Audiobooks for non-backers. On the 10th or 11th of each month, a book goes to backers. We will put the audiobooks up for sale. They will be on several services, but I recommend the two I mentioned above, Spotify and Speechify. The books will not be on Audible for the foreseeable future. This is dangerous on my part. I don't want to make an enemy of Amazon. I like the people at Audible and had several meetings with them this year. But Audible has grown to a place where it's very bad for authors. It's a good company doing bad things. Again, this is dangerous to say. I don't want to make anyone feel guilty. I have an Audible account and subscription. It's how my dyslexic son reads most of the books he reads. Audible did some great things for books, notably spearheading the audio revolution, which brought audiobooks down to a reasonable price. I like that part a lot. However, they treat authors very poorly, particularly indie authors. The deal Audible demands of them is unconscionable, and I am hoping that providing market forces will encourage change in a positive direction. If you want details, the current industry standard for a digital product is to pay a creator 70% on a sale. It's what Steam pays your average creator for a game sale. It's what Amazon pays on ebooks. It's what Apple pays for app downloads. And they're getting heat for taking as much as they are, rightfully so. Audible pays 40%. Almost
Arc
half.
doesn't feel
For a
good.
frame of reference,
Wonder how much
most
Awakened
brick-and-mortar
Unleash
stores pay
is.
around 50 on a retail product. Audible pays indie authors less than a bookstore does when a bookstore has storefront, sales staff, and warehousing to deal with. I knew things were bad, which is why I wanted to explore other options with the Kickstarter, but I didn't know how bad. Indeed,
God
if
damn.
indie authors don't agree to be exclusive to Audible, they get dropped from 40% to a measly 25%. Buying an audiobook through Audible instead of from another site literally costs the author money. Again, I like the people at Audible. I like a lot
God
about
damn.
them. I don't want to go to war, but I do have to call them out. This is shameful behavior. I'll bet every person there will say they are a book lover, and yet they are squeezing indie authors to death. I have had several meetings with them, and I felt like I could see their embarrassment in their responses and actions. Here's the problem. There are no true competitors to Audible. Sure, there are other companies that can buy your book, but they all just list on Audible and then take a percentage on top of what Audible is taking. Apple, their books come in large part from Audible. Recorded Books, they are an awesome company whom I love, but their biggest market is Audible. Macmillan, my publisher, they just turn around and put their books on Audible. I had a huge problem finding anyone who, if I sold the secret projects to them, wouldn't just put them on Audible. And while I can't tell you details, all of their deals are around the same low rates that Audible is paying indie authors. Audible runs this town, and they set the rates for everyone, everywhere. I found two companies only in all of the deals I investigated who are willing to take on Audible: Spotify and Speechify. My Spotify deal is, unfortunately, locked down behind NDA. All I can say is that they treated me well, and I'm happy. Here's where the gold star goes to Speechify. Let me tell you, they came to me and said, full of enthusiasm for the project, they'd give me 100% I almost took it, but then I asked the owner if this was a deal he could give other authors, or if it was a deal only Brandon Sanderson could get. He considered that, then said he'd be willing to do the industry standard, 70%, for any author who lists their books directly on Speechify a la carte. So I told him I wanted that deal, if he agreed to make the terms of our deal public. I've made enough on this Kickstarter. I don't need to squeeze people for every penny. But what I do want is to find a way to provide options for authors. I think that by agreeing to these two deals, I'm doing that. We have the open offer from Speechify, and we have Spotify trying very hard to break Audible's near monopoly. I hope this will rejuvenate the industry, because I do like Audible. I worry that they'll stagnate, strangle their creators, and end up burning away because of it. Real competition is good for everyone, including the companies themselves. Lack of it leads to slow corporate death. So I'm not putting these books on Audible. Not for a year at least, maybe longer. I need to be able to make a statement, and I realize this makes it inconvenient for many of you. I'm sorry, I really am. And I know it's going to cost me a ton of sales, because right now, people tend to just buy on the platform they're comfortable with. The Lost Metal pre-orders were 75% audio, almost all through Audible. I know many of my fans, probably hundreds of thousands of them, simply won't buy the books because it's super inconvenient to go somewhere else. Indeed, Audible locks you into the mentality of making you sign up for a subscription to get proper prices on audiobooks, which then makes you even more hesitant to shop around. But please take the time to try these books somewhere else. I've priced them at $15, the current price of a monthly subscription to Audible, at their most common price point. You can get these books with no subscription.
Boring.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Kim Iverson Show. This is the second day of our debut live stream exclusively onto Rumble. If you are watching anywhere other than Rumble, this live stream will shut off at some point, and you will need.
Folks, go ahead and hold on to your seats because we are already starting the year with violence, and we've got a lot to discuss from the battlefield. Number one asset that the market is rushing into at a record pace. What and why? What does history suggest is coming? Number two, an insane solution to the crisis that is being proposed by a so-called renowned economist. Number three, an update on Tesla and the top trades, including our Jasper FDA play, which succeeded this morning. Timestamps down below. And today's video is brought to you by the Moomoo Trading Platform and Broker. It's an excellent app to help you take your trading to the next level, and they are offering up to 15 free stocks if you sign up and deposit using our link down below. Okay, so people are rushing to get gold at a rapid pace due to garbage fiat currency being destroyed by junkyard policies. Gold has been skyrocketing for decades and really since the beginning of time. However, right now is particularly unique. Gold is surging to a 6-month high and looks to be gearing up for a breakout to a new all-time high. Now you may be asking, but Charlie, why? Why would a shady, government-backed paper with a similar consistency and abundancy of single-ply toilet paper be buying less and less of precious gold? It just doesn't make any sense. Well, Eric Strand, the manager of the AUAG ESG gold mining ETF, said this to CNBC. It is our opinion that central banks will pivot on their rate hikes and become dovish during 2023, which will ignite an explosive move for gold for years to come. We therefore believe gold will end 2023 at least 20% higher, and we are also seeing miners outperforming gold with a factor of 2. Interessante, so he's in on the pivot narrative. The central banks will destroy the economy and then come to the rescue, but in rescuing the economy, they will destroy our currency and then drive up the demand for gold. Now I know what you're thinking, Charlie, this is from a gold mining ETF salesman. Of course he is bullish on gold. Of course he is bullish on gold miners. But folks, don't even worry. We know we can trust that he's moral and not self-interested because his fund has ESG in the name. Duh. I don't know about you, but if I'm going to buy something, I like to know that it has applied at least 15 arbitrary guidelines so that I don't offend anybody with my potential returns. It's also fun at parties to brag that you're more socially acceptable than your peers. Oh, you invested in Tesla? Ah, you must hate the environment and social governance. I actually care about those things, so I invested all of my money in BP and Exxon. much better ESG scores. That aside, the point here is that according to this narrative, gold is skyrocketing and will continue to skyrocket as speculators are anticipating a Fed pivot that then collapses our currency. Another big wig, the managing director and chief investment officer over at Swiss Asia Capital, said that current market conditions mirror those of 2001 and 2008. In 2001, the market didn't just move 20 or 30%, it moved a lot. The same in 2008 when we had a actually smaller sell-off in the market and the stimulus coming back in, and gold went from $600 to $1,800 in no time, right, at 3x. So I think we have a very good chance that we see a major move. This time around, gold prices could surge to $4,000 per ounce in 2023 as interest rate hikes and recession fears keep markets volatile. The spot gold price right now is $1,824. If we hit 4,000 this year, that's a more than double. And quite frankly, folks, the fact that gold prices are going up and in a 6-month high means that this narrative is winning. When the Fed raises rates, all else being equal, it causes people to sell their gold and get a risk-free return at the Treasury in bonds or bills. But when it's expected that in the near to medium term we are heading for an inflationary bust, well, people rush to safe haven assets like gold. In an inflationary bust, the currency collapses and the economy is doing horribly. Faith in the financial system is called into question, and the last thing you want to be in is locked up in underperforming bonds, right? For example, who would want to be locked up in a 4% treasury bond when inflation is stuck at, say, 5%, and the central bank daddy is signaling that we're going back into stimulation, which means more inflation not so far away, right? So this is the situation that you head into, and this is what people are trying to prep for. And as Robert Frost once said, nothing gold can stay, or in this case, only gold can stay. I believe you're going to continue to see gold skyrocket throughout this year, but it'll really start skyrocketing once the Fed pivots before it even gets to that inflation target of 2%. Next, do you want a good analogy for what we are going through? Well, Nobel laureate economist Paul Krugman is out and he has a great analogy for you. He says that controlling inflation by inducing a recession is like stopping the action on the field until everyone sits down again. It works, but at a cost. It only stops when the various players are forced to accept the outcome. You need businesses, consumers, and entire institutions to accept that they have to change their behavior because things have changed. In a stimulated environment, demand goes to the roof and businesses raise prices. Employees demand higher wages to pay those increased prices across the economy. And then businesses who have to pay higher input costs, higher labor costs, then further pass on those price hikes to consumers. And until all parties decide to sit down and stop, you're stuck with self-defeating inflation, and it takes a long time for people to sit down, right? And so the Fed has to go more and more aggressive to force the entire game to stop, in which case everyone sits down because there's nothing left to see. He argues here that if we could just get collective agreement by everyone to all just sit down at once and just not completely stop the game, but just all agree to sit down, well, we would see a lot less damage. Yes, let's just tell all the businesses and workers to take the L because of sloppy policies coming from central bankers and politicians. Yes, let's go ahead and let the irresponsibility of the last 3 and really 10, 20, 30 years all just go and rest back on the hands of everyday consumers, everyday small businesses, and increasingly corporations, which quite frankly are getting destroyed week after week after week. And you're really going to start seeing them get destroyed in not just stock price, but actually earnings in the coming quarters. Let's just tell everybody except for policymakers that they are responsible for the failures. This is actually pretty hilarious if you understand who Paul Krugman is and his branch of econ and his branch of thought. For context, Paul Krugman wrote many of the econ course textbooks I was assigned when I was at the University of Cali Brainwash. Like most econ curriculum authors, he's a Keynesian, which means he belongs to the we can spend, print, borrow, and stimulate our way out of any problem club, which, by the way, is a necessity if you want to sell textbooks at universities and you want any sort of Nobel accreditation. You have to believe in sloppy policy or you're not even considered. But it's ironic because he's suggesting that we fix the results of flawed policies that he preaches and praises by simply asking businesses and consumers to take the L and sit down and sit out. Let's be real, employees have already taken the L, their wages haven't kept up with inflation. Many small businesses are increasingly taking the L, even if they did well the last couple of years, they are seeing huge demand drops and input costs are still very elevated. Wait until we get to the rest of 2023. And like I said earlier, even the biggest corporations are going to be starting to take the L, and they've already been hit very, very hard in stock price. So in my opinion, the only people that need to sit down are these moronic policymakers who tell us to save our dough for a rainy day, while they themselves are either running an insane deficit or, in Krugman's case, is preaching policies and economic theory that includes running up a massive deficit. My thought process on this is quite frankly very controversial. If you hire someone to do a job and they fail again and again, just hire someone new. Next, Tesla. The Musk-Meister's Tesla is down again. They reported deliveries that are at about a 3% miss from Wall Street expectations, and at the time I was shooting this video, they dumped another 15%. Now, I'm seeing people on Twitter saying Tesla doesn't deserve this beat down over a 3% miss, but remember, folks, this is the best Tesla's going to see for the foreseeable future. The economy is going to get substantially weaker in 2023 than it was in 2022. You're downtrending from peak for Tesla, and it's going to be that way for quite a while. And while Tesla is doing record deliveries, quite frankly, this is already the 3rd delivery miss in a row. People bought Tesla stock with much cheaper money in a much cheaper environment, expecting better execution, and now the world has been turned upside down. The amount of capital that is in the market willing to take these hits is just much less than just a year ago. And it's going to increasingly get vacuumed out more and more and more, and people are like, okay, I want to bail now and then get back in later. I've been very vocal since the beginning of the year about my thoughts that Tesla's going to go down a lot farther in a drawn-out recession. I'm bullish over the long run, but very bearish over the short run. The Fed, again, is sweeping the market of excess capital, and Musk is toying with his investment patience, and of course, overall, all, luxury cars do worse in bad times than they do in good times. I'm pro Tesla. People think I'm making an argument against Tesla when I say things like Tesla has a lot more to go down. No, I'm just saying that you can't be bearish on the economy and bullish on Tesla in the same time period. You can think that Tesla's a great deal over the long run, but you can't say that in a short-term time horizon when literally people aren't going to have money to go out to eat, and you think people are going to go and buy out these very, very expensive cars. Go back and you look at the dot-com bubble bust, you had some of the best companies who barely saw any income drop lose 95% of their value. But this time is supposedly different, right? In my view, this will end up being a great buying opportunity, but you have to have the right expectations or you're just going to lose money and probably get wiped out. If you are buying here, my only suggestion is to not look at your position for years because I expect that Tesla will go down much further before it rebounds, and the rebound will be a lot slower than you may have been accustomed to. I think you're going to find Tesla at another 20, 30, maybe even 40% lower prices than we are now. I would not be surprised if it drops even lower than that. The market can stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent, so if you're going and buying on margin, you're going and leveraging yourself up to your eyeballs like I see a lot of people doing to buy the dip, well, be aware that Tesla may not rebound as fast as you think, and it might go down a lot more. Nobody has the money or cares about the fundamentals of Tesla and the growth story over the next couple of years right now, and it can take some time for that to recover. So be aware of that if you're going to take a position. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk trade. So we did have a winner this morning, JSPR. He said this morning, Jasper announces positive phase 1 and 2 trial data, sells off from original reaction, any rebounds coming after open / the rest of the week. And yes, that rebound did happen. We briefed on it at roughly 99 cents 30 minutes prior to market open, and it ran into open and then popped up, saw a bit of a take profit panic, and rebounded to 380. That's about a 283% increase.
That's
now,
clever.
I've been talking the last couple of weeks about how early 2023 is going to see a ton of FDA approvals and FDA updates, and this is exactly what I mean.
Alright, it is time to get some food, so I'm gonna stop my stream.
But this is indeed the usual dip trader